Good morning. I'm Jen Amos at Weiss Research.
I'm Andy Myers, and this is your morning market update for Friday, April 15th. Stocks on Wall Street opened modestly higher as investors digest data on retail prices and manufacturing. The Consumer Price Index rose 0.5% in March, in line with estimates. The increase was mainly due to higher food and fuel prices. Stripping out those costs, the core CPI ticked up just slightly. The report comes after yesterday's data showing larger gains in producer prices for March. Meanwhile, a measure of manufacturing in the New York region hit its highest level in a year, and overall production at the country's factories, mines, and utilities rose 0.8% last month, faster than economists were expecting. Factory output alone jumped 0.7% for its ninth straight monthly increase. Meanwhile, capacity utilization rose to its highest level since July of 2008, but it's still below the average rate over the past 40 years.
Earnings from a couple of the country's biggest names may move the technology and financial sectors today. Google reported higher quarterly profit as demand for its online advertising grew, but the results missed analyst estimates. Google is losing nearly 6% on the news, and Oppenheimer cut its price target on the stock from $715 to $650 a share. Meanwhile, Bank of America modestly higher in early trading. The nation's largest financial institution posted quarterly profit and revenue numbers that were in line with expectations, despite a decline of $1 billion in net income. Bank of America also announced that it's cutting 1,500 jobs from its mortgage origination business and shifting another 350 jobs from creating new home loans to handling existing loans.
Shares of Charles Schwab are also moving higher after revenue and earnings per share at the investment advisory firm came in slightly ahead of estimates. And Mattel is jumping nearly 4%. The toy maker topped Wall Street forecasts despite a drop in first quarter net income. Mattel's sales rose by more than 8% over last year, and the company declared a cash dividend for the second quarter of 23 cents a share. The results come just a day after rival Hasbro missed estimates with its quarterly profit, sending that stock down more than 3%. A couple other stock movers we're keeping an eye on today. Cisco Systems is losing ground in the early going after Origa USA downgraded the stock from buy to hold. But Citigroup boosted its rating on athletic shoe retailer Finish Line, sending it up 3% right now. Citigroup also kept its buy rating on Finish Line's larger rival Foot Locker and added that stock to its top picks live list.
Checking in on commodities and currencies. Crude oil is a bit lower this morning after rising back above $108 a barrel yesterday. Meanwhile, precious metals are jumping to new all-time highs on continued concerns about rising inflation and slower economic growth. Right now, gold is closing in on $1,480 an ounce, and silver is trading near $42.50 an ounce. The recent commodities rally has coincided with a decline in the value of the U.S. dollar. But today, the dollar is regaining some ground against the euro, after Moody's Investors Service cut its rating on Irish government bonds by another 2 notches. That's the latest from Weiss Research. Have a great trading day and a fabulous weekend.